prospect messaged me first. They were interested, ready to buy, $20,000 contract, and I lost them by sending 7 questions in a row. They never replied back. That mistake showed me I had LinkedIn completely backwards. Once I fixed it, I went from 4 meetings a month to 200 plus meetings a month. The shift was understanding that the LinkedIn is not a vending machine. You can't put in messages and expect that meetings will happen themselves. Most people think LinkedIn doesn't work because everyone's inbox looks like a spam. Connection requests, immediate pitch, questions, delete. But that's not why LinkedIn stopped working for you. Your ideal clients are on LinkedIn right now, reading the posts, engaging with content, making buying decisions based on who they see as credible. The problem is you are treating it like a sales tool when it's a social network. That one misunderstanding is costing you every qualified conversation. When someone accepts your connection request, they see your profile for 3 seconds. They decide you are a salesperson or someone who worth knowing. That categorization happens before you send a message. Your profile photo determines 40% of that decision. Your headline determines another 40%. Your banner determines the final 20%. Most service providers have headlines that say sales manager or business development manager. It's a red flag. Nobody connects hoping to see someone will sell them something. Your headline needs to communicate the transformation, not what you are, what you create. And I changed mine, and my acceptance rates went from 22% to 58%. Same targeting, different positioning. Your banner should contain proof, client logos, results, something that signals credibility in 3 seconds. Fix these 3 elements and your acceptance rate will increase from 25% to 35%. Once they accept your request, you have seen days to change their perception before you ask for anything. This window determines everything. I worked with hundreds of service providers doing everything that the experts told them. Personalized messages, thoughtful questions, 0 results. One growth consultant with 0 sales experience, within the 30 days, she had 80 plus leads and 40 plus booked appointments. A consulting founder booked 4 appointments within the 6 hours, built his entire sales team, and generated so many appointments that in 2 months, he had to pause the outbound. One company CEO tripled his company's income and started selling services at 3 times higher prices. Same people, different approach. When someone accepts your connection request, you are still a stranger. You have 7 days to change that. This is the Flywheel method. People respond to those they recognize and trust, not strangers asking for meetings. For 7 days, they see your content in their feed, educational insights, visual data, free resources, building authority without asking for anything. Research shows that people need 5 to 7 exposures before they move from stranger to familiar person. By day 7, you are someone who they recognize, someone who provides value, someone who is credible. Now you can reach out. Day 8, you send your first message. It acknowledges they have engaged with your content. It identifies a specific challenge they face, and it offers a training or resource that addresses specific problem. You're not asking them to do anything except they say yes or no to receiving something valuable. Most say yes because you have built familiarity through your content. You have demonstrated expertise and you are offering help, not requesting the time. When they say yes, you send them a genuinely valuable content, a training video, a framework, a template they can use immediately. This cannot be a distinguished sales pitch. They consume that value, they implement something, and they get a result or realize that they need help going deeper. Now you engage. You follow up asking what they thought, what resonated, what questions they have. Most respond like this: this was very helpful, I'm seeing results, thank you that you helped me, but I'm struggling with implementation. The second response is your opportunity. You acknowledge their challenge, then you ask 1 question about their specific situation. Not 7 questions, just 1 question. How is that challenge currently impacting your business? The answer is now you have the context. You say, based on what you are describing, it sounds like you are dealing with exactly what 3 of my recent clients faced. Would make sense if we jump on a call and I will show you how specifically to solve them. At this point, they have seen your content multiple times, they have received valuable training, they have engaged in your helpful conversations, they have self-identified, they have the problem you solve. Saying yes to a meeting is logical next step. Here's the psychology. By the time you ask a meeting, you have established 3 things. First, authority through the content. Second, generosity through your free value. And 3, relevance through conversations about their challenges. They cannot say no to someone who has already helped them. It feels ungrateful. It feels like leaving value on the table. Compare this to traditional approach. Someone accepts your request, you immediately message them asking for a meeting. Zero context, zero evidence you can help them, zero reason to give you time. Of course, they ignore you. But when you have built familiarity through your content, provided value through your training, and engaged with them in helpful conversations, the meeting request will feel very natural. The show-up rates will be like 87%, close rates will be 34% because they already trust you before the first call. The consulting founder who booked 4 appointments in 6 hours, this exact sequence, the growth consultants who generated 40 plus appointments in 30 days, same sequence, CEO who tripled income. You don't need to post daily, you don't need to go viral. You need 2 types of content strategically that create 5 to 7 exposures during the warm-up window. The first one demonstrates expertise, visual infographics, data charts, industry insights. Second type provides immediate value, free templates, quick frameworks, downloadable resources. Try to mix this up and make it like an alternative. Your new connections will see you 4 to 6 times during the warm-up window, enough to build the recognition without making an extra work. And this is the flywheel. Your outbound fills your network with ideal prospects. Your content warms them up over 7 days. Your value first message starts conversation. Your free training builds the trust. Your engagement identifies who has the problem. Your meeting request becomes the natural next step. Each part is accelerating the other one. Eventually, it becomes self-sustaining. Optimize your profile. Add 15 to 20 targeted connections daily. Post strategic content twice. Week 2. On day 8, after they accepted, send the value first message offering training related to their challenge. The response rate is usually between 55 to 70% saying yes. You send the valuable content immediately. After 2 days, you just follow up. You write them something like this. Did you get a chance to review my training? I'm curious what resonated, what was helpful. And they usually respond, it was very helpful. They mention that they were stuck and they start engaging with you and answering your questions. You provide them some insight and you start building the relationship. Now you have the context. You respond, that's exactly what I helped 3 recent clients to solve. Would you make sense to jump on a brief call so I can show you exactly how to do it for your business? The meeting books itself. By the week 4, you should book 8 to 12 appointments. By week 8, 20 to 30. By the week 12, you will be able to book 35 to 45 appointments. Clients who execute this, complete this system, book 30 to 50 meetings monthly. The ones who skip these steps, they book 5 to 10 appointments. And now again, you don't have to chase the leads. You don't have to create constant content and do it unpredictable. You can just have very predictable system for that. Let me be direct. If you don't change your approach, you will keep sending messages that get ignored. You will keep losing opportunities like my $20,000 client who was ready to buy but felt interrogated. Your calendar will stay empty while others will book 40 plus appointments using this system. Or you can make a different choice. Fix your profile, positioning, learn the warm-up sequences, master the value first message, provide the training that builds the trust. Engage with prospects and be helpful in the conversations. Ask for a meeting when only you feel that you delivered enough value and the next step is only having the meeting. Right now, go to your LinkedIn profile. Look at your photo, headline, banner. It positions you as someone worth connecting or signal you are going to pitch something. Look at your last 10 messages. How many offered value before asking for anything? If it's not 7 out of the 10, you are not delivering, but you are asking. You have a valuable training you can offer that addresses their specific challenge. If not, create one just this week. I have built a complete training on the Flywheel method, the exact profile headline formula, the warm-up content templates, the value first message framework, the training delivery system, the engagement sequence and everything included that helps to convert from 55 to 70% of the conversations into booked calls. Everything these clients use to generate 40 plus appointments in 30 days, 4 appointments in 6 hours, triple their income. Template number 3 alone is responsible for 40% of my inbound meeting requests every single month. But this is only works if you shift from selling to providing, from asking to giving, from pitching immediately to building recognition over time. LinkedIn is not a vending machine. You can't just do connection requests and expect that meetings will be booked. You need to build an authority through your content, provide value through your training, engage through helpful conversation. Then when you ask for a meeting, they can't say no. If you want that complete system, the link is in the description. 6 months from now, you will either be fully booked because you started today, or you will be still wondering why everyone else is getting meetings. So most important takeaway is you need to give the value first. Build the trust through your content. Let them see you as an authority. Then you ask for a meeting. It's again, give, and then ask.